Happy New Year, guys. This is our first podcast for the year, and we have so much energy, man. There's a lot of conversation that has been going on even before we started the podcast. How you doing, guys?
Not bad, not bad.
Good.
Happy New Year.
Interesting.
I can see Ian has the biggest smile. What's up, man? How you doing?
No.
Just come closer to the microphone. You don't want to miss your jazz. Ian, how you doing, man?
Good.
How are the festive holidays? How is the New Year so far?
Not bad. I would say we are trying.
What has been your highlight of 2023 so far? There's a lot going on, man. Social media, everywhere, your life.
Hey, bro, nothing, man. And other than being given the opportunity to lead KOBS this new season. Yeah, that's
Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
That's
thank
something big.
How does that feel? Before you even go very far, how does that feel?
Very happy for
Bro,
you, man.
it's overwhelming, given the fact that when you see where you've come from and being given such an opportunity, it's overwhelming, and again comes with a lot of responsibility. But I mean, life is there to take up any challenge that comes your way.
Guys, you know what? The other day I was chilling at work and someone walked up to me, we were having a chat, and they told me the funny thing about life is it happens once and you're doing it, you're in the real event of your life. You're not going to have a second chance. It's not like you can rewind or something like that. Magomu, how is life in the event?
2023, man, it's been hot, very hot.
Yes.
Yeah, from social media, babes are very determined.
People
Throw
are beating
jabs.
people.
Yeah,
You
man,
call
it's,
it, you know,
it's
speak
hot,
up.
but away from that, that's just a bit of entertainment. We are all gearing up. The league is coming up. Starts Saturday with the big one, so all the fans and all the players, everyone is like really psyched up for the weekend. Yeah.
Ivan, you see, there's a lot of talk going on about pirates seeking revenge or trying to write something to clean what happened in the Uganda Cup as a precursor to, yeah. What do you have to say about that?
There's nothing like revenge. Whoever there in Entebbe, so that the boys, put up a good show. They put up a good fight. I think before we equalized, we did about 8 phases. That was around the 85th minute. So, we went on to, to attire and, to, what is it called? Extra time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't manage to, even though we had the chances, we didn't manage to pull through, but we put that behind our backs. Everyone was proud. Everyone was proud of how they played, how they put their bodies on the line. And going into this one, it's a perfect opportunity to show, the Heathens that, what happened in Uganda Cup happened, but that was after extra time. This time, we shall have to wait for the final whistle.
Yes.
And so there's nothing like revenge. We just have to polish up. I think that we've done. And just pray the level is balanced.
Yes,
The
that's
level
really
is
important.
balanced, in terms of, the officials. Most of the time, man, you're playing against 17, 18 people, but most of the time it's 17, of which the 18th person cannot really help. However much you run to them. So I honestly believe if the level is balanced, it's even, and we have no one taking favors from anyone, or it's gonna be a great matchup, and there will be tears that day.
You know what, Man, Magomu is already diving into the real gist of the conversation. Yeah, but Amos,
Yes.
what do you make of Magomu and Ian's statements?
Well, first of all, congratulations, Ian. That's a big mantle to hold, and proud that you can lead the boys out. Greater things to come ahead. Magomu, all the best. I think everyone saw that in the interview. There was no leveled playing field. Phases were here, there, but they put in their best. Well,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's always has to be a winner and a loser. So they lost, but I think they can take it up this weekend and upset the boys. Yeah.
So, yeah, you're still saying? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. Other than that, you are saying that you live every day. I want to correct something. People say YOLO, you live once. No, you live every day.
You die
You
once.
die once. So live it like, hey, YOLO, what? No. You live every day,
And
die once. So you have to
Stop
take up,
believing once.
like, do eat once and stuff. But
Anyway, back in, we're in the new year, and Ruben is very fat. Looks like he's taking over the fattest cat title from Edwin, who is not here
Bossy.
today.
Bossy.
Ruben, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I can't complain about the start of the year. Excited for the fact that rugby is coming back, both locally and internationally, and the fact that the team that I was affiliated to is not in the league. It's going to be an interesting thing for me because ever since I started playing, I was part of the group that brought it into the Super 10, Super 8 at the time. Now, as a fan and as a person watching from the side, I have to get used to the fact that they are not in the league. So I have to look for a new team to support, or to make noise for. So that is going to be interesting. I'll decide on Friday night. Whoever buys the most beer, maybe.
Well, guys, I think it's time to have some introductions. We've not yet introduced ourselves. My name is Joseph Dungu, and I'm happy to kick this off. 2023, guys, we are going big. Yeah, we are going big in all aspects. We thank everyone who has so far subscribed to our channel. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep giving us those comments. They keep motivating us because we want to give the best that's there for you. Ruben.
Yeah, I think for the people that have been watching us, they should be knowing at least you and I. Ruben Kivmoro is the name. Yeah, I like to call myself a sports enthusiast because I like to follow sports and rugby in particular. And maybe we shall just give the floor to the gentlemen that are here to represent their particular clubs. Maybe starting with you, Ivan.
Ivan Magomu, captain, the Stanbic Black Pirates.
Captain Wegwanga, Kateke Go.
Captain,
And you forget
You
your
should be
title,
proud.
man. Forgetting your
Yeah.
title.
He's a very
Captain,
modest man.
Rugby Cranes, 15.
Yes.
Yeah, Ian Munyani, KOBS Rugby Club captain.
Tell them the country you support in the world.
Uganda.
Bruh, I'm a Springboks fan. Yeah,
You guys
stroke
drive, you
New
guys,
Zealand.
okay.
Springboks agenda here.
Asiimile, Amos, Impis Rugby Club, vice captain. Yeah, happy to be here. It's the first time. Thank you guys for inviting me. Yeah, it's a good vibe, good environment. Thank you very much.
Starting with Amos, man, Amos has been in the rugby circles for quite a while, and he has represented his university for some good time.
People thought he had never graduated.
Amos, you want to answer? You want to answer that?
Yes. The misconception that people have is I've represented the university. I played very many tournaments in a short amount of time. So that's what people didn't get. I would be for every tournament, but in the 4 years I was at campus because I did Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in finance and banking. My course was a 4-year course. So that's the time I was playing.
Yes.
Only that, I'm still loyal to the club, and that's where I'm still playing from.
Yeah.
People just go tired of it.
Yeah. they
Well,
think the
wait,
same
this
thing.
guy
That was fun.
You know, usually Impis is the kind of club where it has, I should say, sort of a cycle.
Yeah.
period, Where after some time people transition to other clubs, but there are
Yes.
always those anomalies that remain there regardless.
There's I think from my crop, the people I entered with, I think most of them, I convinced most of them to stay because you can't keep building and then building, break. When will the club
True.
or when will you ever achieve something that you want? So
Yeah.
we stayed there and we are starting to reap the fruits of our work. We reached our first final in the sevens, which was a long time coming. I think at least we gave some people are hard time. Magomu and severe in the league, so we promise not to give up. Shall keep building. Also inspire the boys the new young boys that come in, because if you can't come and you find different players, there's nothing to build on.
Yeah.
There's no one to inspire you, show you the ropes. So you have to keep that, teach the young boys and inspire those aspiring kids.
How's the transition treating you though? You yourself, you're not very old, but I'm sure you find yourself in a position where you are dealing with 19, 20-year-olds and having to be in that senior player role kind of position and that mentorship for a team that is predominantly university based. How is that affecting you? How do you have to adjust towards that kind of responsibility?
One, it's tough. Most of these kids come from high school. They're very good. They think it's just
pick and play.
high school rugby.
Yeah.
You get. But here it's business. The guy who stole you, he didn't care whether you're 14 years old. It's business. So it's quite challenging to deal with new kids. First of all, they're just joining campus. They're excited. Training time. The guy is just coming maybe from a party or something. He's organizing for a house party after training. So the guy is not focused. But we try our level best. Me personally, I think like 2 people under me that I'm personally mentoring to be better players in the different positions that they are playing. Because I play utility and I'm very comfortable with from 1 to 8. So I'm grooming a hooker and a flanker for the next team.
That's great. And before we leave Impis, tell us a bit about this new drip. You guys have been making noises all week with new jerseys. You're seeing babes modeling. You guys.
First of all, I would like to thank our drip sponsors, Giordano and Stings. That kit is designed in England, manufactured in Hong Kong, and delivered to us here. We thank them for they've really helped us. Way before, if you've been around, 4 or 5 seasons ago, we didn't have really good kit.
Yeah.
I think right now we have one of the best kits in Uganda, us and Ginger. So replicas will be up for sale very soon. Shall communicate on our socials to the fans and maybe older players that are no longer playing with us but want a copy. Yeah.
This guy is running an ad. I hope Impis
we shall send the invoice.
You can send it to me.
You've looked at the Impis kit.
Yeah.
You guys have looked at the Impis kit and Ginger Hippo's kit. Which one is your pick?
John is my pick.
Yeah.
Man.
If you're to just wear it, chilling, easy.
Me, I'm a gorilla, man. If you look at my team, man, patched up here and there. They both have nice kit. I can't choose. They're both nice. I would put both of them, on different occasions.
Yeah, if you are to gift, say you're on tour and you're to gift a friend, which kit would you gift them?
Bro, as Gumus has said, man, they are all nice. Don't you're putting us on the spot, but we're also sharp. But then, man, they are all nice. The Impis pink, then that yellow hippos.
Yeah.
Beautiful jerseys.
They're crazy. And both of them are by Giordano.
Yeah, Giordano.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ian and Magomu. These young guys toured. They went to Dubai, Cape Town, had a rough outing. You see, I feel like I respect these guys so much because we've seen the level they can play at, and I don't think these performances in Dubai and Cape Town can judge the level of rugby they can produce for the nation. So, Ian, just to give us a nutshell of what happens so what's like the what can I call it? What's the mood usually before you guys go into the field? So you guys at the hotel and what happens? Just take us through those things you guys do as a team or even as an individual before you go onto the field to play.
Are you saying pre-game like something?
Experience, yes. Just make it more vivid.
It actually depends at what time you're playing. Say if day one your game is at 11:20. You know how sevens times are
Yeah.
11:17, those times. So most of the times you're up by like, say, of course, the team manager puts up the program.
Yeah.
He say you're up by 6:30,
Yeah.
breakfast at 7:30, 8 a.m. You're leaving the what? You're leaving for the pitch.
Yeah.
So you reach the pitch, of course, chill, everyone that needs to straps. So basically, then again, they put a new program for before the game. Say at if the game is at 11:30, they'll tell you 10:40, phones off. Say 10:50, you stretch, like you do your own things, Then 10:55, coach comes in, tells you the game plan for the game, asks you where do these guys kick, where are we going to put the pods, if we are kicking, where are we chasing, those details of the game. So it tells you 11, you're out for a warm-up. So you warm up for, say, 15 to 20 minutes. Then 5 minutes to the game, kit up, go to the tunnel. And those guys are actually time cautious. So
Yeah.
you have to be in the tunnel, say, 3 minutes to the game.
Yeah.
And those guys keep communicating to you. If there's an injury on the pitch, they tell you, sorry lads, we have a delay. Just keep walking around. So yeah, it's basically that.
Yeah. Ian, man, how does it feel standing in a tunnel with those kind of like icons, and don't you get butterflies? How do you go over it?
It's, man,
Those guys are great.
actually when you're entering the pitch, man, you don't even think about that shit.
Hey.
Like, hey man, before you just want to go and play rugby, you forget that you're playing against those Nadovalos and whatnot, your icons. Man, you just know you're going to play Fiji.
Yes.
And once you enter the pitch, man, like,
Game like.
it's, the names are no longer in your name, it's game live. Like you're playing a normal rugby game.
Yes.
So it's very hard to get overwhelmed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you see, Ruben, Magomu hit the national scene quite early. I remember he had right from his 8th grade rugby. I mean, all of us. Oh, we went to school with Magomu actually.
Same school.
We attended the same school.
Magomu has been in all the top rugby schools.
Oh, like yeah. Magomu,
Yeah.
what was it like for you? You see, I don't want to say fame came early, but your game grew quite early.
It did.
More
come
than
early.
compared to your mates, yeah? You achieved certain milestones quite early and you hit certain peaks, and still you're achieving. How has that journey been for you as Ivan Magomu?
At times I regret, man.
Why, man?
At times I should have taken the chance. At times I think I would be getting some good money. But at times I also, I get over it and I'm like, but anyway, it's okay. At least I pushed for something else. I managed to balance and I got something out of school. At least I don't think I'll ever regret that because it wasn't easy. But coming early, man, I don't know, man. High school, we're just having fun.
Hey, really?
I even had no idea I was a star. What? You just be feeling yourself. You're a hardy guy. Everyone at school likes you. You go to assembly and everyone is listening to you. Man, it was just, a normal thing to me then. Then as I came out, of course, I was a promising talent. I had a bit of discipline issues, but that happens when you're a young kid who is in such a position most of the time. But as you mature and grow up, you get to realize, man, there's more to life than, being a young star or what, stuff like that. So yeah, I came into the scene a bit early. It's been good. It helped me, make a lot of friends, connections here and there, get known amongst my peers. And like you said, I'm still pushing.
Yeah.
I haven't yet,
Absolutely.
I'm still pushing, very much so, by the way.
Yeah, good.
Still very around. But of course, as you mature, more responsibilities. So,
Yes.
here and there, family. So you get, a bit caught up here. But all I can say is I'm still there. I'm still pushing. Hopefully, God can help me push to our first ever Rugby 15s World Cup.
Amen. Magomu, we have World Cup this year. Guys, I have quite a number of questions and conversations where I want to involve all of you. Ruben, you're the only guy who hasn't played with Magomu on the same team. Have you?
No, I haven't.
So this year is the Rugby World Cup year. But before we get there, each of you guys has played with Magomu. I also have a special role I've played in Magomu's rugby journey.
True.
Yeah,
And I'll judge you what I did, what I used to do when we were in high school. Yeah. What's your fondest memory of Ivan Magomu as a teammate?
Chaplain's Cup.
What
Chaplain's
happened?
Cup. We're playing. It was the Dungu,
Yokos.
Juco. Guys, actually, against you. Yeah, it gave us a hard time. Remember that game ended 7-0? 7-0.
Maybe for those that don't know, Chaplain's Cup is
the most prized tournament
in Namidyango
in
between
Namidyango.
classes, and usually where the real rivalry comes out. So for those that may be asking, it originated from I think it was called Father and Sereko, if I'm not mistaken, and the tournament was named after him. But that is where usually most of the talent really comes to the fore. It's the big stage inside Namidyango.
So, fondest memory playing with him is that game. We managed to win. Fondest memory, another one is against him. The game at Kings Park ended 10-7 last season. 13-10.
3-point game.
I remember he was very frustrated at himself, at his teammates, because we really gave them a hard time. Yes, me and him, we are brothers, we are teammates, we have been teammates before, we have played together. But against him, he's always the favorite. Because you get to tickle him where it hurts. Because I've played against him, I've played with him, so I know how he plays. His running style, running angles. Yeah.
Ian, you were Kido to Magomu, but I was Kido to you anyway. So Ian,
You kido to everyone.
Ian, what are those things you look back from Magomu back in the day? What are those memories you have with Ivan?
I would say when Ivan joined college, bro. Of course, there was his Sauda issue, that red card. Then we called for a game. It was, I think, a friendly, Form 3, Form 5. First half, we're leading Form 5. Ivan Magomu is not there. I don't know what had happened. I don't know why he wasn't playing. Guys were frustrated. Bro, Ivan Magomu comes. He had, I think, a blue vest or what kind of vest?
Kasaran vest.
Bruh, whatever happened, like 10 minutes of him being on the pitch changed the whole game.
Yeah.
And they went on to win that game.
You guys, that is the story I've always told. I think even the kid misquoted me, the smart kiddo. But when I joined Namidyango, of course, there are these guys who are there from O level. So if you're a hard guy and you're from, another school, somehow they try to tickle you here and there. You get to make you a bit uncomfortable, to make you, So these guys called for a game. I think it was on a Sunday. We're from eating chimere, Sunday lunch meat. And me, I like banging my naps after lunch. I banged my canap. And once I wake up, I won't wake up at once. First take my time, I rotate, I get up. You get fire style. So
What a man, Ivan.
so yeah, these guys come, guys, it's time. Let's dress up, we go. I hear I'm rotating in bed slowly. So I get up. So I remember it was a teammate called Kizi. Shouted, if you don't want to play for us, it's Kawa. You get? We can play without him. I went back. So man, the whole time I'm hearing noise. Down. Like what is happening? So I slowed down. I think it was halftime. I don't remember what I was putting on, but I was eating a biku. And I think I had a splash. Yes, I went down, asked guys, what up? What is happening? Man, kiddos are banging. What? Yeah.
Samba.
Quick. What happened in that game? These guys even tried to call for another game. But now when I started, it was even worse. You get this
Yes.
Munyani. So that specific game, I think, earned me respect amongst my peers and, of course, the Jukos.
Ivan,
Yes.
which game have you played in your life and you feel like you've played at your best?
At my best.
Maybe in school and also with
In school, I was always at my best, man.
Man, yes.
In school, I was
I agree.
100% fit. No
Injuries.
no injuries.
No beer.
No beer, no women. You get?
Yeah.
Hey, wow, focused. Wash your beans. You're training every day.
Every day.
You get?
And you don't
No
get tired.
beer, you know, every day you're training, so you're 110% fit. Yes, club rugby of course has its challenges here and there, but I've had games where I believe I've played Kawa. Very many, by the way.
Yeah.
But the ones that stand out, there are some national team games, even though we might have lost. There's Namibia.
When you had dreaded Magomu, you guys
actually,
remember? Magomu with the dreads.
Magomu.
Yeah, the Rasta then.
When
I
I-
think
when
that
I
was
get
the
guys
last-
dreads
Magomu,
again, man.
you've gone through many phases. Dreaded Magomu,
Mohawk.
Mohawk Magomu.
I started with Mohawk, of course. These ones in Amiyango, these guys were getting suspended for having my hairstyle. Suspend them, go home for 2 weeks and cut your hair. Yet I would walk freely. So, but the game, there's a game I really played and I felt I didn't play that much. Okay, everyone had a good game. Everyone had a good game. It was against KOBS. It was the Uganda Cup semi-final. Our first half ended 20-10.
I think that's 2018.
Yeah.
Yes. First half ended 20-10, and we came from behind and won it 23-22 with the last kick.
Yeah.
That I believe has been one of my,
There's
from
nothing
even
that
when we were losing, we still had it in us.
there's nothing that
that
gives
you are going to
Magomu
win.
joy like knocking over KOBS. I think.
Not really. Why? Why do
Bro,
you think?
Oisa with you.
Anyway, guys, it's Rugby World Cup here. I think that inspires some excitement within us.
Yeah.
Because I mean, growing up, we always watched Screeno, maybe at main hall or H or wherever, or even home, and we watched some of these idols. Amos, who was your idol growing up?
Growing up, Richie Macau, very inspirational player, hard tackler, is a great leader on pitch, can turn around the game through his command. Just one tackle from him can inspire the other guys. Then from here, there's Mark Duplessis, because he was a hooker. I started out as a hooker too, so used to look up to him.
Plessis.
Yeah. We used to look up to him, and yeah, those two basically.
So which player do you think you play like right now?
Right now, I don't know very many utility forwards internationally.
Yeah.
But I'm not so sure right now, because I don't know very many loose forwards
I think
that are
Ruben
utility.
has an opinion. I think there's
I
a player he
don't
wants
have
to
an
like.
opinion.
Please.
I don't have an opinion, but I know he's a unique player, and he tends to adjust to whatever position he's playing at, whether he's in the front row, whether he's in the back row, whether he's at lock somehow. So he's one you can't really put a pin on, in my opinion.
Yeah. Ian,
Wagwan.
you're a midfielder.
Uh-huh.
Which player inspired you? Which player do you look at? Or which player's clips do you usually watch? And which player do you emulate?
Growing up as number 10, of course,
Yes.
started with touch, so I was a number 10, and the fact that I used to support South Africa, I used to really like Mone Steyn. There's a game I think they played with All Blacks, I think 2013, 14 in SA, where he kicked almost 18 points. I was like, this is the guy. Then I never used to like All Blacks, but you see when you grow up rugby-wise, like when your brain expands, man, you start loving rugby. Not you take away the beef and all that, yeah? So I also started having a certain love for the All Blacks.
Yes.
Then I started liking that guy, what's his name? Conrad Smith.
Yes.
I don't know. That he was so low-key, but but he would do a lot. Like there's a way the All Blacks midfield wouldn't operate when he was like the guy would join all of them. I don't know if you get
The pivot.
He was like the pivot, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the two guys basically.
Like you have not even this guy has not mentioned the best number 13 in the world.
Bro, that's just of
You
recent.
have to talk about
That's just of recent.
Guys,
That's
I want to give you a chance to guess the player Magomu loved growing up, and he used to use that name.
Bro, of course it's
Guess,
That's quite obvious.
guess.
How am I supposed to know this?
I've given you a clue.
Dan Carter.
Yeah,
Yes.
guys, Magomu used to
obvious.
call himself Ivan Carter Magomu.
Magom.
For the guys who know
remember
him,
the
he used to call
Facebook
himself.
days when you change.
And the guys used to call me Kata.
Yes, guys thought he was
Kata.
Carter. Ruben here calls himself Ruben Stein.
Wednesday.
When I heard him talk about Monstein or Monestein, I
You are
was
allowed.
like,
You are
yes, this is the real nigga. Because Stein was that guy for us growing up. I'm not a South Africa fan. I'm an England fan because of Johnny Wilkinson. But Monestein could just control a game by himself and change it. You guys want to score tries, I'm going to put in my penalties, my drop goals. He's the kind of guy who would give you like 3 drop goals and like 6 penalties in a game, and he's going to win it for you single-handedly. And I think he's just one of the goats when it comes to the number 10 position, in my opinion.
Yeah, Ian. Who are your 2 hot favorites to win this World Cup in France?
Number one is France.
Really?
They finished the previous year
Unbeaten.
Because that's motivation when you're going into the World Cup.
And you're at home.
And also they're at home. They are
Home
hosting.
crowd.
Yeah.
I didn't
Bro,
know
there's
the
there's
curse
something.
of the curse of the pre-World Cup curse.
That's only on
Teams.
It's only on England.
No. Even Ireland had an unbeaten thingy.
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Do you know how long New Zealand had waited? How many times they were dominating through the Tri-Nations and then going into the World Cup, and then they were beaten by France in 2007 before they broke that hurdle in 2011.
But they hosted in 2011
Yes.
and they won.
So that's a coincidence you
win
had to use.
But
That's
no
right.
man, these are France guys are guys. They can put a whole new 15 against another team. They have so many players that can play in different positions. Then the other team, I don't know.
Call it. Ian, call it.
I don't know, man. It's been towards the end of this autumn series. Man, I don't know, but Ireland is always promising, but man, it's as if not a World Cup team. You get it?
Yeah.
The only Northern Hemisphere teams are, I think, England and France when it comes to the World Cup. Wales is always close, but never there.
Wales is far. No, but Wales, if you say
Sorry,
Wales
it's
can
not
come,
bad,
it can stress the Springboks like
Hey.
18-20. That's like a
Wales
score.
has its
It can always beat. It always beats
When New
Springboks.
Zealand
and then
comes,
England.
when they bang them
Those are the
50.
two teams it stresses.
But of course, you can't rule out New Zealand, South Africa, those Southern Hemisphere teams.
But there's something. I think with the way the groups are set up, I think one of those teams has to go off where? Ruben, you know these things.
The quarters.
Quarters.
Yeah. We'll delve into that at some other point where we really look at the groups. But ideally, of course, the groups are made, of course, according to the ranking, how you were in the previous years.
Yeah.
So, of course, at some point, you're going to have some big teams, first of all, meet in one of the particular groups. Then you're going to have also in the quarterfinal stage, some 2 teams meet. I'm yet to look at those groups again and ascertain, but surely there's going to be someone's heart being broken at the quarterfinal stage.
Ivan Magomu.
Yeah.
Let's now come back to our Ugandan rugby. Guys, this weekend's game, you guys are playing the Heathens, and I think it doesn't get any better than having back-to-back games against a team you relish so much playing, and a team that gives you as quality opposition as you are. I think you guys are doing something good at Pirates with inspiring the young generation, because I've seen a couple of young boys coming up. Tell us about that.
Hey.
Young kids.
Hey. Those are Kadogos, man. We started the whole thing.
Yeah.
We started the whole thing. We started the revolution. And we are happy that, they're picking up. I like reading. At times I read my books. I go into history.
Do you publish books?
No, I read. I don't.
Yeah, and do you see Magomu writing books in the future?
Yeah, maybe. So, you've read about the 93 class. You get. I'll dig into, you see how Manchester became great, those Beckhams, that class there. So, I related it to the Ugandan side, and you'd see, man, because of the tag and, Achadiwa had become a problem.
Yes.
You get. It had become a problem. So, when I joined Pirates, they would recruit. Yes, they'd get guys, but that phase they're getting stars to come and when things don't work, when you get the stars, you forget about
The
young boys
development.
down there.
Yes.
When things don't work out, you now have to rely on that.
Buying.
So yeah,
buying.
I was fortunate enough to come through that. So we came through, we fought relegation, we came through the ranks.
Won a league.
Won a treble, But before, we're stressing these guys. As we came knocking, we're stressing them. We're like, boss, the young boys are coming.
Yes.
They'll beat us. You go into a final, someone knocks on, someone chips the ball, they score, it ends 2017. You go into the semi-final, they cheat you. You get. The other team comes back,
Yeah.
you go into extra time, things like that. But we're knocking. So this is a philosophy that we pushed down, and we told guys, we haven't reached that level of professional semi-pro. So what are the simple basics? Get the young boys, bring them through the ranks. By the time we are departing, they'll have matured.
Yes.
And it's worked. It's what has kept Pirates standing for all these years.
Ruben, you think we can call it the Project Magomu?
I don't think. I think there's a different name for that project, but kudos to them. I tend to spend a lot of time there, I should say.
You
Watching,
guys, are you getting ideas? Are you getting ideas?
watching. Then they have a lot of young boys in their understudy sides, and they are really trying to groom a lot. And also those boys being able to see some of these guys play on the same pitch is, I think, something that's very motivational. Me, maybe just building up to that Heathens game on Saturday. Pirates has a very, very strong team. Heathens has a very, very strong team. Personally, I think to a certain extent, those teams are, you could say, balanced. Do you think that there is an issue of, on the mental side, why Pirates can't seem to get the win over Heathens? Because Heathens seems to win whenever it matters in that matchup.
I would say maybe back then, but now we wait for Saturday. And I'll repeat, if the levels are, the ground is level,
Yes.
like proper.
Proper.
If you are not playing 17, 18 people, if it's 15 against 15, and the guy in the middle is doing his job to the best of his abilities with his judges, there will be no problem.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's amazing. These guys are traveling.
Yeah.
You guys are going to Ginger. What do you expect to get in
The
Ginger?
Giordano Derby.
Are you guys going to launch your pink kit?
Definitely. Well, it's out there, so we have to debut it. It's not always good to travel on the first game of the season, but, well, we're traveling. We plan to depart early so that we get enough rest, get into the mood of the game. It's going to be hard. They won't hand us the win, but we plan to win that game.
Yeah.
We're not going there for a loss. We want to win it fair and square. Ginger has come up. They're really a strong side. They're a good side. We respect them. But we're not going there for fun. We're not going on tour. We're going to play to win that game. It's not going to be easy. You guys have seen the temperatures have been really, really hot.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is that side. I don't know how people that are going to play at 3 p.m. are going to do it, but it's really, really hot. And traveling up country may be actually hard. The fatigue, the journey, and everything. But we shall do our best and put up a good show and win that game.
Maybe just looking at Impis. If I'm not mistaken, last season you finished 6th.
Yeah.
And then coming into the Uganda Cup, you are Shield champions. How is the camp looking? How is the squad looking as you build up into this new league? What is there with what expectations are there? New kit for the season? What's really happening in the Impis Cup? Do you think you're in a better position maybe to aim for the top 4?
I would first go back to last season. Last season, if you realize, we lost over 7 games because of kicking. Yeah, because the games we lost like 2 points, 3, 4 kickable points. Actually, the missed penalties rather.
Yeah.
So our technical team has really, really worked on that to make sure we are able to collect every point possible handed to us, because that can be a difference in any game. I'll use an example of the Paris game. If we had kicked through all our penalties,
These guys, that was their best game. The guys celebrated like they had won.
because we stressed
The
you.
whole night.
No, you guys came.
They took over Kings Park.
You guys came thinking it was going to be a walk in the park, but it wasn't. And that's well, we are not a very big team, so that's a win for us.
Yeah.
Getting a point off Pirates, getting a point off Heathens KOBS, that's a win. How many teams got apart from maybe KOBS and Heathens? So that's, you celebrate the little wins and you build up to the big ones. So, one, organize the kicking area, because it will win you games eventually.
Yeah.
Then mood in the camp, where we are defending Shield champions. So we're going to build on that momentum, go into the league and give it our best shot. Our target is a top 5 position, top 5 finish.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. As Amos is talking about celebrating, guys, we said this year we are all about being happy, yeah, and we've been hydrating so much on the table, and we want to appreciate our hosts. We are in Kisasi, Fred and Winnie Airbnb. It's a homestay featuring 10 self-contained private bedrooms consisting of 2 deluxe double, 3 standard double, 1 deluxe twin, and 2 standard twin bedrooms. The units come with a fully equipped kitchen. Guys, you have a kitchen to yourself. You can cook.
It's a very nice place.
It has a power backup system, Wi-Fi, laundry services, and a chef to cater for your needs. You don't need to move around. Your chef, just tell them, I want sausages. And they'll get you sausages. I want a burger. And they'll do that. Yeah. So the guests and Fred and Winnie Airbnb enjoy a sumptuous buffet breakfast with a choice of selected tropical fruits and juices. Pick up and drop off to and from the Entebbe International Airport, as well as local transportation for getting around or for up-country trips can be arranged if booked in advance. For bookings, kindly call 0752 693 369. Let me repeat the contact: 0752 693 369. Guys, tell people.
Definitely. 2023 is a year of self-love. So
Self-love.
take yourself out. People think about vacations that you have to always go very far. Sometimes you just come to Kisasi for
To
a
Fred and
simple
Winnie's.
staycation.
In
And
case you have a plan, man. Fred and Winnie's.
you guys can bring your significant others for some alone time here.
Yeah.
Very, very serene. And you still get the standard, the 5-star service.
Like you can see,
that
they are
you can get
serving us
anywhere
too
else.
much water. We have plenty.
It's a very nice place.
Yeah, and yes, there is more after, of course. The podcast.
So Ian,
So
your
sad.
weekend
What?
fixture is against the Walukwa Barbarians.
Yeah.
They have just been promoted to the top flight. Are you going to give them a baptism of fire?
Yeah, I know KOBS as a team that never really forgives.
Tell him Musota Mdo.
Hey, 100 points.
Given Walukova as our opponent, and you would want to start the league on a high, yeah? So it's our opportunity to get the best out of this game. Walukova are a running side. You saw from the Sevens, they have quite a number of sharp players. But yeah, bottom line is we hope to get the best, secure that bonus point, and yeah, start the league on a high.
Thank you. Magomu,
Yes.
as we close this podcast, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?